40 Pumpkin Pie with a Removable Slice Acrylic Nail Art Tutorial by Hotpinkzebrapolish. Hi everyone! As we are drawing to the end of the Halloween season, believe me, I am so sad about this. I love Halloween. It's just like... We are also going into the fall season, so while I'm not going to be doing any like really creepy Halloween stuff anymore, I am still going to be doing fall things. And the start of this is my pumpkin pie, which is a design that was in my Halloween preview from the beginning of this month, and a lot of people said that they were looking forward to, and it's all the way at the end of the month, but there's going to be more similar like pumpkins and gourds and turkeys and leaves and, you know, all of those types of things in the next coming weeks. So if you guys like those designs as well, even though they're not as gory and bloody and creepy and wonderfully ghoulish as the Halloween designs are, they're still coming up, and I hope you guys look forward to those as well. And then we got the Christmas season, holiday season, there's all sorts of great things coming up. But I just want to come on and say thank you for the wonderful Halloween season. This is my favorite time of year, and part of it is sharing all these designs with you. So thank you, it's awesome, and I love all the support I get for all my creepy things. So that's great. I hope you guys like this design and are looking forward to the ones that are coming up, and don't forget to click subscribe to see all my future designs as well. So to begin this off, you need to cut the little slice out of your nail tip. So just take a little manicure scissors and trim out the piece that you want. Now make sure that if you are doing this like I am, separate from the nail, that you are not trimming past where your natural nail is. So make sure that you do leave space for your nail to be there underneath, so there's not a weird gap or anything. Now you're going to be gluing on your magnets, because that's what's going to hold the slice in place when you want it to be inside the pie. So grab your two magnets and glue them together, or not glue them together, glue them to the nail, just on either side of where you cut that slice out. So you want them to be almost to the edge, or pretty much at the edge of the nail tip on those cut edges, but right, you know, across from each other. It's not easy to do. This is the most difficult part of this design, and if you can make it through the magnet gluing, great job, and the rest of this should be a breeze. So glue one down, hold that, and then glue the other one down. You kind of have to keep your finger in there as a spacer to keep them separated. And then add another magnet next to each one, and then mark the top of those magnets, the new ones, so that you know which side goes up. Then glue those magnets, marked side up, on your slice in about the same location as, you know, the same distance in on the slice as it will be, or as it is on the pie, so that then they fit together, they are next to each other, and the magnets are going to communicate or attach to each other and work out. Now gluing them to the slice is just as difficult as gluing them on the pie itself. So same thing, have patience with your magnets, and you might want to just kind of do one at a time and do it that way instead. I don't know, I fight with them. I don't have the patience to wait for the glue to dry, so I always just cause myself more grief in the process. So now I'm going to be doing an overlay on my nail with just orange acrylic. I know my past pie videos, I know the cherry pie I think is still my favorite. This is my third pie. I did pizza, cherry, and now pumpkin. The cherry pie had all these different layers of red in the background for the cherries. This one has a very basic, this is the easiest of the pies that I've done as far as actual decorations go. So if you've never done a pie before, you want to do one that's a little bit quicker and easier, maybe to give this one a try. So just do an overlay of orange acrylic, making sure that you are covering up your magnets completely, making sure that none of that little silvery magnetness is showing, because those are secrets. You don't want anybody to know there's magnets in there. You just want to cover those up and pretend they're not really there. And then do the same thing on the pie. So add an overlay of orange acrylic over the entire, or over the slice. Not over the pie, we already did the pie. Over the slice of the pie. And same thing, cover those up. If you wanted to, you could have removed your Sharpie off the magnets beforehand. Otherwise, sometimes the little permanent ink is less permanent than it should be, and it kind of blends in with your acrylic and leaves a smudge, but I figured I could always paint over that later, so that's okay. And now to make your crust. Since the crust is a very similar color to your pie, it doesn't really show up until you start painting it. So I apologize for that, because I know it doesn't show up nearly as visibly in the video. But to make the crust, I'm going to be taking, it's a very warm, shimmery color of gold acrylic that I have. It's not metallic gold, it's very soft color. So you just lay down a bead of it, and you kind of pull it into a nice straight line along the edge of the nail, and then press your brush back and forth right next to each other. So press it out, then in, out, in, out, in, out, in. This creates a nice little snake pattern, like what you do if you pinch the pie with your two fingers and a thumb. I love making pie crust. I think it is so enjoyable. It's such a, I don't know, methodical process. I love making pie crust. I haven't done that in a while. I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna make a pie. But, so I really enjoy making the crust with a little squiggle like you do on on an actual pie with your thumbprint. So make sure you do that. Then flip the nail over, and you're going to be gluing a piece of orange thread under the pie itself and then under the slice. This is going to be a little slice leash so that your slice doesn't run away. And I so apologize, I missed recording the whipped cream that goes on top of or in the middle of your pumpkin pie. Just add a drop of white acrylic in the center there, and then as it's starting to dry, just pull a little swirl up with your brush. Just kind of like carve a swirl into it. It's really easy. And then with brown paint, which is what I'm doing now, I'm going to be defining the edge of the pie. So this is slightly diluted, and I just kind of added a little bit of browning on the pie itself, and then a little bit of definition in those little pushes in the crust. So just kind of, you know, define your crust squiggle. And to further define your crust squiggle, I'm going to be taking, and with diluted white paint, I'm going to be highlighting the very top edge of the crust. That's really going to bring it out and make it visible. Like I said before, the colors are similar, so you couldn't hardly see it. I'm also going to be taking that white paint, and I'm going to be defining my whipped cream little squirt in the middle. And now I'm going to be taking diluted black and adding some shadows. So I added a shadow around the whipped cream just so that it had like a nice little, you know, it gives it so much more shape to do that. And then I'm going to be darkening around the edge of the pie just a little bit more to make it a little bit more cooked. And then I'm going to be applying matte top coat over the entire thing. No glossy on this one, just matte, and that is all done. I love this one. I actually don't like pumpkin pie. This is so crazy. I've made 3 pie videos: cherry, pepperoni pizza, and pumpkin pie, and those are 3 things in pie realm that I don't eat, which is insane because I love pie. In fact, I just ate apple pie about 2 minutes ago, which was delicious. But yeah, crazy. So I hope you guys like this, and I hope you guys like it. If you like pumpkin pie, please share recreations with me on Facebook or Instagram. I'd love to see them, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!